Now, I will admit that I do love a soppy rom-com. I do love a feel-good love story that makes you feel really warm inside at the end of it, and I really thought that Love Actually was going to be another one of those, but it wasn't. Whilst it does do a good job of portraying the fact that love is not always pretty or idealistic, I do feel like the movie is very, very disjointed at times, and I feel like there are some elements that I would even say are quite pointless. Like the Keira Knightley, Andrew Lincoln storyline, for instance. I mean, did it even need to be in there? I think even if you took that out, it wouldn't really make much difference to the plot. I mean, there were 3 scenes. I mean, one where he's filming her at the wedding, then when she sees that he's been filming him at the wedding, filming her at the wedding, and then the scene with the cue cards, and then he bails on it, and that's it. Now, I've seen the cue card scene many times. It crops up on social media every single year, and I really thought that it was going to go somewhere. I know that going after your best mate's wife is not really the best way to go, but I really thought that after that there would be some kind of payoff for it, and there just wasn't. It just fizzled out, and that was it. Anyway, let's pivot towards a positive, and I thought Bill Nighy was by far the best part of that movie. I thought he was absolutely hilarious, especially that scene where he was on with Ant and Dec and he was talking about Blue, and then he did that speech bubble thing, and I thought every single Bill Nighy scene was hilarious. He was definitely the highlight for me. It's some really, really nice I say comic relief, it's a comedy anyway, but he definitely brought a different dynamic to it, and I absolutely loved his scenes. I did like Hugh Grant's character in it. He always brings it to a rom-com, even if he didn't always treat Martine McCutcheon's character that well. What with him getting her redeployed because he's struggling with his feelings for her and all of that stuff. I mean, come on, her being fat. Really? If she's fat, what does that say for the rest of us, especially me? She's not fat, come on. But yeah, I definitely liked his element. I did find that scene quite funny where he was dancing after he nailed the American president during that press conference. I thought Emma Thompson did a brilliant job. I really, really liked her storyline, and I liked the way that it intertwined with all of the other ones as well. I didn't really know that she was Hugh Grant's brother until they weaved that in, and obviously her with Liam Neeson's character as well. And the way she dealt with the heartbreak, I mean, Alan Rickman's character, I mean, what a piece of shit that guy is, really. But the way she dealt with that heartbreak, it felt really raw and it felt really real, and I thought she did a fantastic job with everything that she was given. Obviously, we just touched on Liam Neeson's character just now. I really, really like that story. You know, him and his stepson trying to bond, and him trying to help his stepson out with trying to get with the girl that he fancied. And yeah, I really, really liked that element. It's something that added an extra layer and added a different vibe to the story, and took it in a different direction when it needed to go in a different direction. And I think Liam Neeson did an absolutely fantastic job. But like I said at the start, it does feel like a very disjointed movie sometimes, and I think it is a self-inflicted issue because obviously they're trying to weave lots of little stories into one big story, and sometimes it works, but there are some elements where it just doesn't work. I feel like it would have been a lot better if they'd have just picked 2 or 3 stories and then really fleshed them out, because sometimes there are bits that feel a little bit rushed that you would like to see a bit more of. And then there are some things that you would like to see a lot less of, like the Joanna Page to Martin Freeman thing. I didn't get why that was in there at all. That did feel like another thing that was just kind of shoehorned in with no real plan as to where that was going. Again, you take those characters out and it doesn't really change the movie in any way. It doesn't make it any worse. And the Colin Firth storyline, I think that could have been a movie on its own. I mean, to be honest, it took me a while to kind of wonder where it was going. I wasn't enthralled by it all of the way, but I think the ending was really, really nice, and the fact that they learned a language for each other was quite sweet. And I think, like I said, that could be a premise for a movie in its own right, and definitely something that could have been fleshed out a lot more throughout the film. And the Sarah and Carl thing as well, like, where was that going? What happened with that? Obviously, did she decide to put it on hold for her brother in the end, or did she decide to go? I don't really know where it went. It sort of teased something that never really happened. I didn't really get where they were going with that. It's another thing that, again, could have been explored a lot more, but just wasn't for some reason. I mean, this is my first time watching it, so there might be bits that I haven't really understood properly, or things that I haven't really grasped. But given that this is billed as a massive classic, a Christmas classic, a classic rom-com, I didn't really get that vibe coming away from it. It's a very enjoyable movie, and I did like it across the board, but there are just bits of it that I feel were a bit, like I said, a little bit disjointed, a little bit rushed, a little bit, things that could have been fleshed out a bit better. And there are times where I was just hoping that the story would either go somewhere else or just hurry up a bit, or just get completely shit-canned altogether. But before I go, shout out to Chris Marshall, because his little cameo in it was quite funny and I really did like his character. But yeah, there we go. That is my thoughts on Love Actually. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments below. But thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Have a lovely Christmas, and I will see you in the next one.